Welcome back to AirSplat On Demand. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Jake.
And today we're reviewing the ARES M60 MK43.
Yeah, dude, this is a unbelievable machine gun. We got it listed on our website under its own category, under ARES, for $525.99. So it is one of the more expensive brands that we're carrying right now. So because I love machine guns so much, I'm taking it upon myself to actually do a real history on this one. I spent 3.5 years on a machine gun crew, so machine guns are something I hold very dear to my heart. Regarding this one, it is an M60, an M60 variant, I should say. If any of you guys know, the M60 was a standard support rifle at a platoon level from the early 60s into the 70s. Eventually got replaced by what we're using, the 240 Bravo now. There are a lot of units out there that still like the M60. For instance, it's common to find it amongst like Marine Recon, Navy SEALs. A lot of the Department of the Navy still keeps theirs around. Even CB still uses an Echo 3 model. The Mark 43 variant that you're looking at right now is something that was designed for the Special Operations community. So they took what they liked, they chopped it up, customized it, and this is what the result was. So something that's very versatile and a lot more compact than a 240, yet still carries the exact same amount of fires the exact same round, 7.62 by 5.1.
Really, I'm liking the collapsible bipod as well as the vertical foregrip. Gives it a good amount of sturdiness. My favorite thing is this massive magazine. You can hold like 4,000 rounds in this thing, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah. What I like about the magazine also, rather than having the battery stored on the inside like the A&K Mark 43, it's actually stored back here. So it runs up the same power source, but it's all kept inside the machine gun itself. Mm-hmm. This thing right here, what they did, a few other features that I like. It's got a rail system on it that the original Mark 43 does not have, the one by A&K, and they also, the most obvious thing, they chopped this gun down. So it's pretty short, pretty compact. I would run this in a CQB environment, believe it or not. It's also made out of, reason I also say that, the gun's mostly plastic. It's got a full metal gearbox though, but externally the gun's got a lot of plastic parts on it for the lower and upper receiver. It's not a bad thing, especially if you look at it from a support side of view. If you're going to be running a support role where you're going to be providing a lot of covering fire for your guys, you're going to be carrying a lot of ammo, and you're going to be lugging around a gigantic gun, much like this. It's going to be firing around like thousands of rounds downrange. The plastic really cuts down on the weight. You can pretty much carry this with one hand. So I don't actually honestly see that as a bad thing. And again, that's why I say you could very easily run this in a CQB environment just so it's so short. Can you hold this for a second, please?
It has enough weight to where it's not going to fly out of your hands, but definitely not too much. I could run around with it for quite a while.
I would like to compare it to the size of an ICS 551. As you can see, they're pretty comparable. So, with that said, you're looking at a pretty compact machine gun right now. For this accuracy test, we'll be doing short control bursts as you would actually do in a game using this type of weapon system. Again, everything is set up at 10, 15, and 20 yards. And at the last session, I did full auto. I was actually very surprised at how consistent the shots were. Even at all different distances, the groupings are really tight. So since this is a machine gun and it's not using live ammo, I'm going to do what I never got to do in the Army, which is pretty much going full cyclic to mow down all these cans. As you can see, it does the job, and it does the job well.
So when we chronoed it, it was shooting at about 350 feet per second, which, doesn't make it too crazy powerful, but it's still enough to get the job done. And unfortunately, like you've been hearing from me a lot lately, the battery and charger does not come included.
Yeah, but it does give you a lot of space to work with. When you pop this open back here, you can easily fit a 9.6 volt, if not something larger back there. So we have a new feature that we're doing on AirSplat On Demand. We're giving a star rating for each of the items that we're going to be reviewing. The star rating pretty much covers the price, the quality, performance, and then overall value of the gun. So, Kristen, what would you say this is?
I would say probably a 3 out of 5. I really enjoy a lot of the features. The magazine thing is just really cool for me. I think that's awesome, and I really enjoy the weight of it. It's good quality, but just the price is the downfall for me.
Yeah, for myself, I'm going to have to give it a 3 out of 5 as well. I like how sturdy it feels. I've put so many rounds down range this thing, probably a couple thousand, with no serious malfunctions. So the reliability is good. The battery and charger not included, that's not a big deal for myself, since I'm very particular about the batteries that I use. I guess my biggest drawback that I have, again, I agree with Kristen, is the price. $525.99 is a lot of money. However, you do have to balance that out. Rather than paying for an extremely heavy gun, you are paying for something that's extremely lightweight and streamlined. So, if I had that kind of money to spend, I would probably add this to my collection. The problem is I don't, because there's nothing more than I want than an extremely lightweight support gun. Yeah, I'm the kind of guy you're going to catch on the field with an M249 that's full metal, and it's going to be heavy as hell. And I would love to have something that's as lightweight as this thing is. But still, again, I feel the price is a drawback for myself.
Guys, thanks for tuning in to AirSplat On Demand. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Jake.
We'll see you next time.